Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, and sometimes hair, so if that sounds like a thing, make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I post a lot of stuff you're not going to see here on YouTube. So we know I dislike DIY skincare, right? Like we all do. I think it's a waste of time, I think it's a waste of money, and often a waste of food, and I just do not see the need for DIY skincare when we have some amazing, affordable skincare brands around. I actually used to love DIY skincare myself. I used to think it was really clever and affordable until I realized how expensive buying an avocado every time you need to make a face mask is. Often I just sit here and like I'm doing now, I just bitch about DIY. So what I want to do today is discuss some of the most popular DIY skincare hacks around, damaging skincare hacks, and instead recommend some safe and made for your face skincare ingredients and products. Today's video is sponsored by the INKEY List. Not really a surprise, I love the INKEY List, I talk about them all the time, whose skincare views and ethos I very much share. So let's get into the awful hacks and the ingredient alternatives. Hack number 1, toothpaste to help clear spots, pimples, acne. I've talked about this hack so many times, but it just seems to be like a reoccurring thing that like you let people know it's bad and then it all goes quiet for a bit and then the hack comes back to haunt you. And I actually used to do this religiously. I truly believed that toothpaste was the best pimple treatment out there. But why did I think this? Because toothpaste is incredibly drying for your skin. What toothpaste is going to do is dry out that spot, that whitehead, that just red angry pimple. It's going to dry it right down, which isn't necessarily a good thing. And what this used to do to my skin was just make the situation 10 times worse. So yes, whilst the toothpaste did dry out my spot, I was then left with the most aggressive, darkest post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So whilst my spot may have gone overnight, what I was left, well, it didn't really in a couple of nights, but what I was left with was months and months of trying to remove these dark spots. So the ingredients you find mostly in toothpaste, like the base ingredients of toothpaste are sodium lauryl sulfate, baking soda, calcium carbonate, glycerin, and a few other bits. 2 of those you'll find in skincare. Baking soda sometimes you also find in skincare. The difference is it's in skincare, not toothpaste. Toothpaste hasn't been formulated to go on your skin. So for example, SLS, whilst it's fine in a lot of skincare and cleansers, it's going to be formulated different in a toothpaste. It's going to be in different percentages in a toothpaste, and leaving that on your skin can really lead to irritation, redness, itchiness, flaky skin. If it's not made for your face, it's probably best not to put it on your face. So yes, it may work, but it's by no means a safe option. So what can you use instead? Of course, we're going from the INKEY List. They have an amazing new launch that I got to try like months and months before it launched. The Succinic Acid Acne Treatment. So in this product, we have a few amazing ingredients that are great for breakouts and safe. So the 2% succinic acid works to help reduce inflammation, so that nasty redness you get from a lot of flare-ups is going to go. 1% salicylic acid and 2% sulfur, which both target breakouts. They really help clear out those pores, prevent blackheads, and prevent further breakouts as well. The best thing, in my opinion, personal opinion, about this treatment is that it's non-drying, and this is why I often avoid spot treatments, because they dry out my skin and leave me with a dark spot that was even worse than the spot in the first place. Also, if your skin isn't broken, their BHA, you could just put on a little cotton bud and do that on a spot. Hack number 2, baking soda will help exfoliate and clear breakouts. Okay, so this hack has recently popped up again and resurfaced because quite a popular esthetician had a sponsored job with a baking soda company and said that it makes an amazing exfoliating blackhead clearing mask. And basically the whole science side of the skincare community had to come out and say, do not do this. Even other estheticians and dermatologists were like, don't do this. This is not a good idea. I think the idea is that it bubbles, right? So when you add water to it, or often lemon juice that you're recommended to pair with baking soda on a face mask, it bubbles up, it like carbonates. But I think the idea is that it bubbles up and lifts out dirt and lifts out all those blackheads whilst also removing excess oils. Then when you wash it away, you're instructed to gently scrub away away and use the baking powder as an exfoliant. Just like toothpaste, baking soda is incredibly drying, stripping on the skin. It can lead to a lot of irritation, itchy, dry, flaky skin again. I know when I get dry, my skin gets instantly itchy, making the situation 10 times worse, and my skin is going to go red, and there's going to be hell to pay. That oil-free, smaller pored look you get once you wash off baking soda off your face, your skin looks like that because your skin is starved of any natural oils or moisture that it once had. And when you remove oils from your face, your pores do look temporarily smaller. Temporarily. This is a very temporary result. As someone who used to have very oily skin, I discovered that the less I strip my skin of oils, the more my oils would control themselves. So how else can we exfoliate and clear blackheads? Salicylic acid again, obviously. There's two ways I like to do this. We have the salicylic acid cleanser, which is a firm favorite of mine. It's like in my rotation of 3 cleansers I'm currently using. This has all the benefits of salicylic acid in a non-drying, very light foamy cleanser. You can leave this on the face for a couple of minutes. And of course, salicylic acid can penetrate oils in your skin, so it can go deeper into those pores and clear them out from the inside. I do leave this on for a couple of minutes, but some studies have shown that 20 seconds is all you need for an active inner cleanser to do its job. And then of course you just have your BHA toner. On a cotton pad, in the toner stage, wipe across your face. As I mentioned, these DIY recipes and hacks only give you the temporary appearance of whatever it's supposed to do. Salicylic acid is going to give you that appearance in the long run forever. Hack number 3, using lemon juice to reduce acne scarring, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and even sometimes melasma. I promised a few months back that I would never talk about lemon juice again on this channel, but it's still around, it's still happening. I thought we all knew, I thought everyone knows by now. But again, this is one of those DIY hacks that people swear by. Lemon juice to remove any kind of pigmentation issue on the face. I've even seen people say that it helps with redness. Usually redness on the skin is a sign of an impaired skin barrier, so why are you then going to put lemon juice on it? I don't understand. Lemon juice is acidic, acidic. It's got a pH of 2. Chemical exfoliants are 3 to 4. And in the long term can actually cause more damage to scarring, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Whatever issue you're trying to sort out with lemon juice, it can often make matters worse. It makes your skin extremely sensitive to the sun. And I don't mean to be mean or judgmental, but if you are applying lemon juice to your face, I am guessing you do not reapply sunscreen regularly, nor do you apply it regularly. You probably are scared that it's got chemicals in it. Again, you are making matters worse. In the worst case, your skin can blister. So what can you use instead? 2 of my favorites are the Inclus glycolic acid, again an exfoliant that works on that top layer of skin. This really helped me, but the product I've talked about the most when it comes to this is the tranexamic acid overnight treatment. The overnight treatment targets hyperpigmentation, uneven patches, and dark spots. Tranexamic acid works by, bear with me, it can stop those pigment producing cells making their way to the top layers of our skin and showing through, basically. I've talked about this product before in a lot of my dark spot videos. I absolutely love it. It took me about 3 months, about 2.5 months before my dark spot was completely gone. With constant use of this, again teamed up with an AHA, I was more impressed by the results than I actually thought I was going to be. Do you remember I had that really dark, where is it? I can't even remember what side it was, but I had that really dark patch on my cheek. Do you remember that? I'll put a little clip here. But yeah, it really helped massively. The last hack, and one that I have seen non-stop recently, especially exploring TikTok, ginger to help reduce pore size. I just want to start this segment by saying, whilst this is not the worst hack on the list, there is no scientific evidence that I could find that links ginger to the reduction of pore size at all whatsoever. And yes, whilst this isn't the worst hack out of the bunch, it has the potential to be very irritating. So this hack requires you mixing ginger, crushed up powdered ginger, with water, then putting it on your nose and leaving it for 10 to 15 minutes. During this hack, people are like, oh, it's burning, it's starting to burn, it's working. There are actually some studies that show that ginger can help with dark spots, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, but again, nothing to do with pore size. And I feel like this myth comes from the feeling, that burning feeling. I find that with a lot of natural remedies, a lot of natural DIY skincare, people often link the feeling that the ingredient gives them to the result. But yes, ginger can give you redness, inflammation, irritation, irritated skin in general. And that's what just bothers me about this hack, is it just seems pointless. There are so many other things you can do for pore size, including Niacinamide. I just need to say now, a lot of people are coming for niacinamide, saying that it's overhyped. No, just because it's popular, it doesn't make it overhyped. It does what it needs to do. It is a fantastic ingredient. We don't need to leave in 2020. I am going to carry on using it for the rest of my life. Niacinamide is known to help regulate sebum production, meaning you get less congested skin, less oils, less clogged pores, blackheads, all these things that make your pores look bigger. Salicylic acid, as we talked about, can actually penetrate those pores, clearing them out from the inside, clearing out all that gunk, leading again to less congested looking pores, as well as giving you the appearance of smoother looking skin. The less texture on your skin, the more you find that your pores look smaller. And of course, the succinic acid treatment. One thing I didn't mention is how fast this actually works. I feel like on like a bit of a breakout I had on my forehead, you would see in my other videos, I've got a bit of breakout remnants. It worked within a couple of days without drying out my spots, which is what I now look for in a spot treatment. This is probably the only one that does that. But it also helps reduce oil production as well. So in turn, again, leading to less breakouts, congestion, and clogged pores. So there we have it. Those are the hacks that you just need to stop doing and alternative ingredients to look out for in place of these terrible hacks. You can check out all these products in the description box down below. Thanks again to the INKEY List for sponsoring today's video. But that is it from me now. I will see you next time.